Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. I believe in the last one we did the Valentine's events. That was interesting. We're still a couple months away from Dawn Trail, but we still got a couple more events we gotta do. Here, we are going to be doing, two events in one, essentially. This is the Easter event, the Hatching Tide event, as well as Little Ladie's Day. So usually these two events are separate, but for whatever reason, they combined them this year, so it's both events in one. So, let's see what this is all about. Hello, lady. Welcome, my friend. I take it the Hatching Tide decorations have caught your eye. Oh, Cecil, is that really you? I'd hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare to assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you're eager to revel in Hatching Tide once more. This year was again a dream that sparked my imagination. A dream of a Goobbue. Goobbue? Massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where else but in Ul'dah so many moms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, darling Goobbue held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. But there's one time a year when the standing brown of that city is scented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladie's Day. The message of Mistress Aliapo's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of Hatching Tide and the Little Ladie's Day and to create the most exciting day that— oh, you're so clever. That jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event, brought our proposal before them. It is a pleasure as always, Cecil. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance. Mistress Aliapo's proposal was quite unprecedented. And so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer as a Goobbue companion before meeting with us. I regret to say, not all in Ul'dah share her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladie's Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, supposedly tamed Goobbue ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. I remember that story. That's when Minfilia's parents were killed, right? When the Seneschal informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking. We could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania with a Goobbue as the main attraction. Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Ul'dah that the Goobbue poses no danger. Sure, that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nonoda and I were treated to the display of the show, and I must say, never have I seen a Goobbue so pretty and sweet. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seems to be the only path which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well as versed in this realm's beastkin as you might be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Goobbue is. I expect quite a few eggs for my troubles. Eggs? Quite unusual form of payment, but I believe Mistress Aliapo has plenty. Regardless, the look on your face says you agreed to my proposal. Many thanks, and I look forward to what is sure to be a fascinating show. Well then, all settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You best not tarry. Agreed. Let's make our way there and speak with Aldemund, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. He's so excited. Alright. I fucking can't stand this song, I'll be honest with you. I literally can't stand the song. I also got new mounts. I'll show you when we get to Bent Branch. It's a new paid mount that I got a couple weeks ago, and I love it because it reminds me of something. So here's the new mount that I got. love it. I could have done without the drape, but I love it. Plus you get little rabbit, loperit, but it's not the loperit that enticed me. It's the mount itself, because this mounts and almost the exact same pose. Almost, it reminds me of an eidolon from a game called Aura Kingdom. Two eidolons actually, Serena and Cecilla, which is my name was based off. If you believe it, which I will putting an image of them on the screen right about now. Once I saw this mount, I immediately thought of them, and it was an immediate buy, because those two were especially Cecilla. Those two were my favorite eidolons back when I played Aura Kingdom, a couple years ago. So it was an instant buy. Yeah, but it could have done without the drape. The loperit was a nice addition. So it's nice. I just wish it didn't have the hideous default music of the mounts. I hate this music. I just wish it wasn't the default. That's my only complaint about this mount. Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I am the Royal Seneschal, in charge of making Little Ladie's Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Aliopo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. We've been waiting for you. You'd be hard-pressed to pick your job for the floor after you see what my Petey has done in store for you. Petty? Petey? I've been watching over her since the day. I found her wandering in the wilderness all by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other hasn't it? Petey? A lovely name. Is it I guess it's Petey, right? A lovely name to be sure. Those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she's the very picture of a Little Lady's Day princess. I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of a little else since the moment Miss Aliopo came to us with her peculiar request. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. Eggs. Woo! That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? It all took a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't all where the genius was required. It took us days and nights racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations in the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as could have been expected. Not too bad. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived over Donna, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing from an audience of 2, but when the whole gaggle of revelers showed up not so long ago, she just froze up. I see. She must not be used to large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing on top of her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find the courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you got plenty of moms left in those little adventurous legs of yours. Might have trouble to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn. All you have to do is climb atop of her and head towards the crowds. Show them our act and tell the spectators to come for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Sure. Alright. Trust me, Petey, we love having you aboard. Now's a chance to get these eggs into the hands of the eager Gerdanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gerdania an egg surprise! Oh boy. Alright. Egg surprise. What did I just see? Oh, this must be that performing Goobbue I've heard so much about. Good show, good show! I think I'll get an egg for my own to remember this by. You do that, man. You do that. You do you. Egg! That was amazing. The rabbits are so adorable. And with that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give it out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Alright. Hey man, I have an egg for you. My stars, what matter of? Oh, you're promoting Action Tide? Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was surely. I never knew Goobbues to be adapted to anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Maybe I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. Hope so. You know, out of all the mountains that you could possibly skin for this, it had to be a Goobbue. Good work, Sussa. The same goes for you, PD. I can hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. It looks like PD has managed to conquer her fears. Some of these ovations are enough to conquer the Sinashlis. Although I've seen about a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. PD is possessed by not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her as the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah. On behalf of the Little Ladie Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Aliopa that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once. Make the stage ready for your arrival. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that P has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? Why not? Alright. Can't have a Little Ladies' Day events without going to Ul'dah. I'm kind of curious on why they mix the two events together. Because after this, there's the Final Fantasy 16 crossover event, which I'm very interested in that. And as far as I know, I think that's the last event before Dawn Trail, unless I'm wrong. I just don't remember anything else. As far as I know, there's, aside from the Final Fantasy 16 crossover, there's nothing else coming to the game right now. That could be wrong. I'm probably not remembering something. Ah, you've arrived. You'll be glad to know that I've managed to win over the planning community with my story PD show. Ul'dah's gates will be cast wide open for the arrival. She's amenable to the idea of having this be a star attraction this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens that we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope that they will welcome PD with open arms. And if it shows a success, we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest I can. Sessa, pray. Yeah, okay. I will do that. Oops. So I gotta go somewhere. Gotta go over here to the markets. To the markets. Goobbue performer, aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. It's the very same. I suppose it's worth a look. So I woke up this morning and it looks like they started rolling out at least the first of many patches for Battlefront Classic. So maybe next couple days or so, next week or so, it'll be back in like a proper working order. Hey, lady. The Goobbue here in a good Ulda? Dredges up terrible memories of that rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this Goobbue with your own eyes? Yes, and she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. She's as gentle as a tame chocobo. That's so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. Alright. Yeah, we have the first of many patches coming, and hopefully, we'll get the game back in working order. Also, if you didn't see my community post, I put my, the games I'm gonna be streaming for this week for Wednesday and Sunday. Battlefront 2 Modern, the Dice's game, and, Final Fantasy 11 on Sunday. Hello, man. I didn't know Goobbes were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? Crowds like Gridania gave her a standing ovation. Well, when you put it that way, besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. Alright, look for me among the crowd. He's excited. So, I've been making a lot of progress in Final Fantasy 11. So, come Sunday nights, there's gonna be some significant progress made from the last time. And I still have a whole week to do more progress too. Where am I going? Oh, I'm in here. There she is, Petey. She's nervous. My thanks, so it seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. And while this is cause for celebration, Petey appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Oh boy. Of course, you could just hop on her head and she'd calm down, just like that, but we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words? Seems she's more naughty, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Sure. Rally to my cause. Nope, that didn't work out. Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Remember how you made people in Gridania happy? Don't worry, PD, I'm here right here. Little Lazy is Needed's princess! That did the trick. You really got the talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Cecilla. We're in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Aliapo should have arrived by now. Cecilla, pray to join the bystanders and give Pity your heartiest cheer. Alright, let's see how this goes. You got the songbirds right there. Now for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this Goobbue princess is prepared for something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. To think I ever believed Goobbes were not but wild beasts. Well, I simply adore her. If Hatchet Ties even have us thrown as a show, I best catch the next extra to Gridania. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a good show, and Hatchet Tie gets more egg seekers. Her smile is like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of Ul'dah for the moons to come. That she will, that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Aliapo, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. I mean, just because it's a big old beast doesn't mean it's all that bad. Let's look at the beast tribes. Thank you, Petey, for bringing the joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Cecilo. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time to let her leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more happy by your side if you'll have her. I don't want that. As for me, I have it in mind I'd find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd have to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver the smiles to the corners of the world I've only heard tales of. What can I say now? Make sure you can manage without her. I can't deny I already feel the tendrils of loneliness tugging at my heart, but they'll lose their grip as long as Petey's with you. I look forward to hearing other of her exploits as well as why while the day's away. Well, how can I say no? I don't mean to be rude, but I am required on Gridania. Noto must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. You the last of our regards, eh? I'll stay here at Gridania until Ul'dah until the festivities end. And who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Cecila. No princess in all the realm could have asked for more devoted Seneschal. And that concludes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me of why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show is concluded, Little Lazy has not. Pray enjoy that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger to Gridania either. Oh boy. Petal in pink! Or Petey in pink, excuse me. She's Goobbue and she's Grace! Oh yeah, I still have those. Oh, I have these two? I meant to sell those. I don't guess I don't need these anymore, do I? I guess I could... Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I was doing all of the EXs and Shadowbringers, and I got all the EX mounts. I don't know if I ever showed off. I don't know if I showed off. I don't know if I showed them all off. I still have the Christmas outfit in here still. Shit. I don't think they have anything in the shops, but I'll look. I don't know if I showed off the EX mount either. So I'll show that off too. I'll show off one of the EX mounts because they all practically look the same except different colors. And what the big super mount is for having all of them. Personally, I'm not that big. I don't like them. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. Alright. Alright, so basically, here's one of the EX mounts. They all look the same except different colors, obviously. Kind of a pain. Some of them were kind of a pain in the ass to get. And then there's there is the big old super one. It's a Mecha Dragon, which I'm not all that, you know, I'm not all that fond of. You know, we went from like actual dragons to a mechanical one, so I'm not quite sure where that ship came from. So, well, we got a mechanical dragon. Eventually, I'll do all the ones with Endwalker, but that's not gonna be for a long while. That's probably not until like well into Dawn Trail. That's usually how I do EX mounts. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this part. Unless another event comes around, I don't think the next video will be until the Final Fantasy 16 crossover. So, whichever comes first, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.